Welcome to this short pre-recorded webinar all about life skills and how we can develop them in the classroom. As educators, we all know they're incredibly important for our pupils, and I'm going to offer you 6 quick ideas as to how you can help develop them, both implicitly as an educator and explicitly. Firstly, to introduce myself, I'm Louise Traherne, Director of Character Education at Role Models. My background is in teaching. I was a primary school teacher for 12 years and spent 5 years as a senior deputy head teacher. I'm also now a qualified coach, and I actively coach parents, teenagers and young people to help them move forward and be the best version of themselves. At Role Models, we focus on life skills that promote social and emotional well-being and what we call dynamic thinking. And we know these skills really help young people to thrive in life rather than just survive. And of course, we know that this makes a difference not just at home, but at school and preparing them for their future workplace. We like to complement traditional academic education by delivering online and offline courses for children between the ages of 3 and 15 years old. We focus on skills in leadership, confidence, resilience, creative problem solving, collaboration, and a growth mindset. Why do we believe these skills are so important? Well, I'm sure as educators you will agree that there's a clear impact on mental health and well-being. By developing these types of skills, including resilience and communication skills, we're helping young people develop a healthy relationship with themselves, with others, and increasing their sense of happiness and satisfaction. We also know these skills make an impact on academic attainment. If we think about resilience and a growth mindset, when that's applied in the context of a learning environment, children are much more likely to be able to take risks with their learning and be able to reach their potential. And then thinking further ahead, these skills are incredibly important when it comes for preparing for the future workplace. We know employers are looking for young people with the academic knowledge and the qualifications, but that also has to be balanced with the people skills, the empathy, the emotional intelligence, resilience, and creative problem solving skills too. At Role Models, we tend to focus on these key areas: resilience, leadership, creative problem solving, and collaboration. And I'm sure within your classroom, you seek to develop these skills too. Sometimes that's really obvious if it's an explicit lesson on teaching children about these skills. Other times it can be harder to do. So I'd like to offer you 6 ideas in total as to how you can help develop these types of life skills in your pupils. Number 1 is all about vocalizing feelings. And this is as the educator. Often I think we can be led to believe that we should seem unflappable, that we shouldn't share our feelings with our pupils. And if we really want them to develop emotional awareness, I think there is a place when it's appropriate to tell your pupils how you're feeling. So whether that's saying, I've had some sad news recently, and actually I'm feeling a little bit sad about that today, or I have this event coming up and I'm feeling a little bit nervous. Now, what that does is it gives a clear message to your pupils that all of these types of feelings are okay to feel. They're normal, and although they can be uncomfortable, we can come through the other side. Number 2 is about letting them know when you don't know. Again, our pupils can often look to us as teachers and believe that we know everything. And if we really want to help our pupils develop a growth mindset, then we need to model it. So if there's an opportunity within your lessons to say, I don't know the answer to that, let's make a plan about how we could find it out. And what we're doing there is we're clearly modeling the approach to learning that we'd like our pupils to take. We won't always know the answer, and when we don't, that's okay. And it's about using a growth mindset to say, I don't know, but I just don't know yet. So take every opportunity to model that. Number 3 is around the idea of challenge. Learning is a lifelong process, isn't it? And we never get to the point where we have finished. And what an opportunity to share with your class and pupils how you are challenging yourself. So it could be a physical challenge that you set yourself, it could be learning a new language or instrument, but it's incredibly powerful to share that journey with your pupils. Talk to them about how you're finding it quite challenging, how you're not there yet, how you're pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. And I think if your pupils can see your willingness to do that, they'll find that inspiring. And you can equally challenge your pupils to take on an individual challenge or maybe one as a collective, as the whole class. Number 4 is about recognizing progress. And I'm sure you'll be aware that sometimes children struggle to recognize their own progress. And we can step in and we can really highlight that it's the progress we're looking for, not perfection. And what do I mean by that? Well, as a teacher, we have so many opportunities to not just celebrate the top scorer, but to celebrate the person that's made progress, the most improved, and helping our children see that progress is not always about comparison to our peers. We can also judge our progress as an individual. Have I increased my score since last week? Have I improved my time? Have I got quicker? And I think we can step in and we can really shine a light on that. Number 5 is about using the phrase, remember when. As teachers and support staff, we know our children, our pupils incredibly well. We know their strengths, we know their attributes. And it's very effective to step in when a pupil might be struggling to say, remember when. Remember when you struggled with equations last term, and look at you now. You know, you've really mastered that. Let's use that same tenacity, that same perseverance and resilience, because I know you can get through what you're working on now. Remember when you made progress with this earlier in the academic year. And we can step in and just remind them of their capability, which gives them confidence to continue with their learning. The last idea is around asking for feedback, and this one can feel quite scary as an educator and as a teacher, but I think showing the pupils that we are open to feedback, we are on a journey of development, is such a powerful thing to do. So being ready to say to your children in your class, how did I do? How did you feel that lesson went? Maybe being open with observations that you're having in your own professional development. I have these things that I need to be working on. Let me know, as the pupils in my class, how I'm doing with that. Again, through that modelling, we are clearly showing that being open to feedback is a positive thing, and that will hopefully be reflected in how your pupils respond to the feedback you provide them too. I hope some of these ideas have been helpful. If you'd like to know any more about what we do at Role Models, please don't hesitate to get in touch. You can contact us via email, you can check us out on our website, Instagram, and sign up for our newsletter. I really hope you found those top tips helpful, and best of luck to you putting them into practice within your classroom. Thank you.